I have a deep love for two things. Number one, GFUEL. Number two, anime. That's right, as you guys know, I started a reaction channel not too long ago, about 8-9 months, where I've just been watching a ton of anime. And that's been taking up a lot of my time, as you can tell by me not posting a lot over here. But I figured today we combine the two things that I love the most, GFUEL and anime, for some anime character-inspired GFUEL mixture. Specifically today, we're gonna be making mixtures based off of the show My Hero Academia, a latest reaction series with my wife that you all can go check out for yourself. But let's make some MHA GFUEL. Number one, we're gonna start off with everybody's favorite character. This is something that I'm sure all of you probably expected. He's loving, charming, sexy, smart, you name it. That's right, we're starting with Mineta. Mineta is an interesting character in My Hero Academia. I don't think at this point, which I'm in season 2, just about halfway through that, I wouldn't say I absolutely hate him, but I kind of do. His quirk, or in other words, his power, is pop off. This allows him to pull ball-shaped objects off of his head, and these balls are used for things like sticking bad guys together, slowing down an enemy in his path, and basically Mineta just looks like a giant grape. So you can all probably see where this is going for mixture number one. That's right, you probably would have never guessed it. Today we're gonna be starting with none other than the grape flavor and the black on black bear. I feel like Mineta is only problematic because of how like perverted he is. You can't leave him around anybody. You'd be like, booba. I think this mixture will be pretty good though. I think that grape is a flavor that is honestly underrated in terms of GFUEL. And black on blackberry is solid. It was way better in the cans than it is the powder. But let's see how they are together. Some water in here first before we put our powder in. As always, we're drinking out of the duck shaker cup. Be ready for the restock, by the way. And the black on blackberry that I have is actually the original one that released with Dr. Disrespect. This is like 2 or 3 years old at this point. I don't think there's any other tub that I can think of that has this unique black design. I know that back in the day, GFUEL had all black for their tubs. So we're gonna take half a scoop of the black on blackberry, put it into our wade. So we got our grape first. If you guys have ever had this, it's pretty much simple as it comes. Just a very plain grape flavor, nice sweet taste to it. And as you can see, I've hardly had any in like a year of having this tub. And then we're gonna take a half a scoop of the grape and put it in there as well. There we go, man. Mineta would be very satisfied with the look of this flavor. Solid dark purple, looks just like him, but in liquid form. Okay, we're in the cup. All we gotta do is boom, done. The official Mineta inspired GFUEL flavor. Pop this open. Solid pop. Smells like a mixture of a grape Kool-Aid and a Jolly Rancher as well. I think that black on blackberry gives it more of the Kool-Aid smell for some reason. Mineta's flavor going up first. Let's give it a go. See what we think. Oh, that's nice. Mineta's not the best character, but dang, does he have the best flavors so far. Granted, we haven't had any other flavors yet. I get that. There's something nice that both of these flavors miss, that when they come together, it's like they make this love child. I love how the black on blackberry complements the grape. They do this perfect dance of synchrony and sweetness that just brings life to the equation. Success for mixture number one. I think if you want to try the Mineta special, you gotta give it a go. This is a solid 7 out of 10 for me. I would rank it higher, but this is pretty darn sweet. You guys be knowing I like my sour stuff. Not a bad first mixture though. Let's go ahead and move on to the second one. All right, so for flavor number 2, I figured we would go with something that's been highly requested if I were to do this video. This next flavor is inspired by my favorite character in the show. I will give you 5 seconds to guess the character down below, starting now. That's right, none other than Todoroki. I mean, this guy, even through halfway through season 2, I've fallen in love with as a character. All the stuff he's been through in his life with Endeavor as his dad and his mom going through the abuse and trying to kill him and not being able to accept his powers as his own. It's very compelling and he's just stone cold cool. So for that reason, I think that one of our flavors is going to be obviously Ice Shatter. And number 2, for that quirk he won't use, the Scorpion Sting. Fire and ice combo here for Todoroki. Let's see how this is. I love the Ice Shatter. As a matter of fact, this is my favorite flavor of GFUEL, and I don't like the Scorpion Sting. Glug, 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 glug. Got our full cup of water. Let's go ahead and add in the Ice Shatter. Half a scoop, just like that. And then I'm always pretty careful when I open up these kinds of tubs, the spicy flavors, because if you inhale too much of this stuff, you're gonna be wheezing. We have to add this in though, because Endeavor would be upset if we did. We're gonna add in half a scoop of this as well. I can already see it's starting to look like some light pea. All right, we're sealed down, locked and loaded, and let's fire on this arm. And done. This looks like lemonade. I did not expect this to actually look this way. Pop it open to see what it smells like. That was a weak pop. Sure, people have already mixed this flavor together. Definitely not inspired by like Todoroki. This is probably a first, but this smells how I imagine Todoroki would smell. You can definitely tell there's something that's gonna kick you and bite you in the butt. It's got a sting to it, that scorpion sting. I can smell like this conflict that's brewing in this cup. I know this is getting deep. I smell more of the eyeshadow though. Kind of ironic, that's what he's using more of right now in the show at the moment. Cheers and give it a go. I'll let you know what Todoroki's mixture tastes like. Ooh. This was the absolute perfect, most perfect flavor. You guys don't know much about the show. This character is conflicted on using a power that he's inherited from his dad, who seems abusive at this point in the show. But instead, he uses the other side of his body, which has a very opposite power than that of his dad. You get the sweetness of the strawberry, but it's like spice is trying to kick its way through and into your mouth, but not quite as strong enough to make you notice it. But you know it's there. I mean, this makes Scorpion Sting way more tolerable for one thing, and I think the spicy mango mixed with this like strawberry makes for a great fruit combination. I think it's a nice balance between spicy and sweet, and if you're not really a fan of Scorpion Sting because it's too spicy, add some eyeshadow into it. I'm sure it's gonna make it taste way better. I'm actually gonna give this like a 9 out of 10 so far. I think there's things coming that are gonna be better. Still, I'm ranking this where I am because of the fact that it feels like it's embodying the character of the show. So at my current point of watching My Hero Academia, we just met the hero killer, Stain. Now, Stain is terrifying to me, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of conflict to come in the future with him. But I asked myself, if Cliff were to sit Stain down and say, what do you want as your GFUEL flavor? Blood orange watermelon. I think that these flavors would, number one, get close to the color of the thing he likes most, blood. And I imagine if you were to lick Stain, he would taste like a blood orange. Let's give the Stain mix a go.
A few moments later.
Looking more like an orange creamsicle than anything else. I was going for blood. I really did think that the watermelon blood orange would go for it. I'm excited to try Stain's flavor. Let's see what we get for the pop. Oh, best pop yet, man. Villains do it better. All right, cheers to me, everybody. Let's go ahead and give it a go and see what we get. I love that mixture of the watermelon and orange. I feel like the watermelon works as an undertone to that blood orange. It's mainly just blood orange with a hint of watermelon. I keep getting reminded how good blood orange is over and over again. It deserves to be in my regular rotation for sure. It feels like a nice orange creamsicle, but again, with the undertones of the watermelon flavors, nice mixture of tangy and sweet. Two worlds collide for a perfect flavor. This is really good. I think I'm gonna put it right between Mineta and Todoroki's. I do like the eyeshadow Scorpion Sting a little bit more though. I'm gonna give it a 7.9. Not too bad for Stain. Hopefully he won't kill me now if he ever sees me. Final flavor! I would get a lot of hate if I didn't include this character. Last flavor belongs to none other than the main character, Deku. The crybaby turned superhero is getting his own GFUEL flavor today, and what flavors are we using other than Sour Shamrock and the Shiny Splash? I think the green, blue, and yellow combinations of everything here will be accurate to how Deku appears in terms of his character design, and I think it's gonna leave me with an electrifying taste, which I'm sure One For All probably would too. That's the exact color I was hoping to go for, this more bluish tinted green instead of a solid green. I love how it looks. Okay, let's go ahead and shake it up. Deep breaths, everybody. Close the top and and done. This is probably the most accurate that we've gotten, other than Mineta's purple, Deku green. I think this is pretty darn close. Pop it open. Good pop. Let's see how Deku's flavor turned out. Here's with me. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Woo, I just like jolted back. That actually really is kind of, I mean, if I'm gonna use a word to describe it, it's an electrifying flavor. It feels like there's a lot of things going on, especially because of that lemonade. That's what does it. There's a citrusy blast that adds that sour element from the lemonade on top of the already sour green apple flavor, and then a hint of the blueberry and just the back for that sweet. Probably the second best mixture we've had today, in my opinion. The flavors mix well together, I will say. They don't get too much in the way of one another. What you can taste more than anything is definitely the green apple. But it's hard to say if I'm just tasting the sour green apple or if I'm tasting the sourness from the lemonade. That's how well they mix together. Really good. I don't think it's as good as the Todoroki fire and ice combination that we've had today, but it's a fun flavor, which I feel like Deku's a fun character. Out of 10, boys, we're gonna go ahead and give this one a solid 8.5. Full tier list is at number 1, we have Todoroki. Number 2, we have Deku. Number 3, we have Stain. And finally, we have Mineta. Solid mixtures here today. Let me know what other animes I should make GFUEL mixtures based off of. Make sure you go check out my reaction channel if you wanna watch more anime. Let me know what other video ideas I should do in the comment section down below. And thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed everything as much as I did. If you did and you don't mind doing so, make sure you go ahead and drop a sub-like. That's a subscribe, a like, and a comment. And I will see you in the next video.